Alright, so I wanted to make this video because I've been hearing a lot of people say things recently, and I've been hearing a lot of my friends saying things, and I wanted to talk about Gen Z and kind of what it means to be Gen Z, because I feel like we're such a new generation that we haven't really been discussed that much yet. Anyone born between 1997 and 2012 is Gen Z. We're also called the iGen because we were born with an iPhone in our hand, pretty much. And I think a reoccurring feeling, a shared feeling that everybody has in Gen Z is loneliness and nothing ever meeting our expectations. You know, I feel like with everything in Gen Z, going into social situations, going into really anything you're not familiar with, there's a lot of high expectations with it, just because the internet has completely plagued every single one of us. I mean, right? You'll be hanging out with your friends, and everyone does this in my generation. You'll be hanging out with your friends, you'll be doing jack shit the whole time, you'll be sitting around dead silent, tapping around on the phone, and then the second something good happens, everyone whoops out their phone, fucking starts recording it, puts it on the internet, and then everyone in your school sees this, and they're like, oh, damn, you see, they're valid, they're having fun. And that's so fucking destructive to the mind. It's destructive to, it's just so bad. Because then when you try to replicate these events that you're seeing on the phone, and you can't, because let's be honest, no one's actually having that much fun. The party's not raging like that the whole time. The only people actually living like the shit you see on Snapchat are fucking rich kids that are spoiled, you know? It's like, other than that, the average American teen spends a lot of time in their bed. They spend a lot of time probably working, you know, they have a job. So all these things you see online, a lot of them are not even possible to be, you know, actually living up to all the time. So the internet's a goddamn illusion. Like, I'll be hanging out with my friends, I think I said this before, and they'll film the one interesting thing that happened the whole goddamn night, and then that is what everyone sees. And then people will say, oh, you look like you have so much fun with your friends. I think this is a problem that everyone has. It's like the shared loneliness that everybody has. It's fake loneliness. I feel like if people, like, there's been a lot of apps that I've been seeing lately that have been trying to encourage more, you know, real social media posting. Like, there's this app called Be Real, where you're supposed to, it takes a picture of your face and then the back, and you only have a minute to take it. So it's like, you're forced to be real with what you're doing. But even people are fake on Be Real. These girls are staging this shit, man. They're like, all right, let's act like we're having a good time, and they'll snap the picture, get the picture of the front, and then boom, you just fucking recreated Instagram and every problem that it had traveled over. So this is something that you can't just fix by making social media that encourages people to be more real with what they're doing, because this generation is so fucking tarnished that we're just gonna find a way around it. We're gonna find another way to be fake fucks. Everyone's so goddamn insecure because we're all putting ourselves up against something that doesn't even exist. And I know you've heard all this shit in assemblies, you know, in school, you're probably always hearing them, oh, social media, destructive to the young mind, mental health. These people are onto something. The school wouldn't be paying fucking thousands of dollars to have these motivational motherfuckers come to the school if they didn't need it. You know, they don't do that for no reason. It's actually a problem, and it's like, kids don't want to talk about it because it's like, it's kind of like up there with like, oh, video games cause violence, and it's up there with, you know, just parents being fucking parents. But in this case, social media is really bad, and it's not not a lame take. It's fucking true. And I feel like my generation doesn't want to accept that, and I don't even want to accept that. I goddamn posted on Snapchat some fake shit probably yesterday, today, and the day before. So I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I just felt the need to, you know, rant this out a little bit, because honestly, everyone in my generation is so fake, they're so sad, they're so goddamn depressed. That's the same thing, sad and depressed, but I don't know, I feel like things could get better. I think we're the first generation that's ever had electronics, you know, phones, all this shit in our hands. And I think we're still mesmerized by it, so we're still, I think we were a little crazy with it because we've never seen this before, so it's kind of like new. So people get hell of addicted to it. You see old people on Facebook, 65 years old, they can't get their hands off that shit. But, I think the next generation might you know, it would have been around long enough that they're all right, I don't need to abuse this anymore. I could chill out. But I feel like my generation is going to be forever plagued. The next 70 years of the aging Gen Z is just going to be shit posting online until they die. So, I don't know if this was coherent or if you guys just think I'm insane going on a manic rant or something, but I just wanted to get this out because no one talks about this enough. There's something really wrong with my generation. And I think this whole pandemic, I think it f***ed us up pretty bad, you know? Like, you know, the whole being inside, it made kids have radical-ass political opinions. It made a lot of fucking new members of the LGBTQ community. It was destructive. The pandemic, bro, having young people in the house for that long is not good because fucking a year for someone who's 10 years old is a tenth of their life. A year for someone who's 30, nothing. So my generation, it feels like an eternity that we've been in this shit. So we've been isolated, we've had enough time to just crawl up into our hole and get ugly. And now we're all coming back out into the world. There's so many kids that can't even take their mask off still. They're so insecure. They come into school with their mask, not because they're scared of COVID, but because they're scared. They're insecure. We kept these kids in too long, man. And I don't know. I'm gonna stop ranting now, but that's basically what I wanted to say. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but yeah, have a good day.